All right, people, Catfish Dave here. Looks like I've got audio in this video. It's a cold day today. Wind blowing downriver, and that's good. Means we don't have to use a drift sock. I'm out here fairly early. Around noon, it gets dark at about 5:30, so let's get some baits in the water. Yeah, says I've got audio. Great. Because I haven't had it the last two trips. Well, actually, it started out I had audio and then it started acting up, so it may do the same. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with this DJI camera. I done an update to this stupid camera, and all of a sudden, I'm not getting 11 hours and something recording time off a card. It's only 8 hours and something. I don't know what they've done. It's always something. I wish they just leave everything alone. Make a camera that just works. If you just made it right the first time, you wouldn't have to update it every other week. Be my suggestion. Get everything set out here. Sun's always facing in the camera. I am glad that the wind is going downriver though, because that will make it easier. Get this unlooped here. The wind makes everything just a little more difficult. It is very windy. Come on, man. All right, we got that done. I can straighten this weight out with my hand. There we go. Get some of these old spread 'em boards out. We'll start cutting some bait. This bait is getting a little old. I put some on ice, and then I kept some in another cooler in salty ice water. I've got 5 of those in here. We'll see how it does. I knew this cold weather was coming, and it may make it difficult for me to catch bait, so that's why I put a certain amount of it in the ice water, because I don't know where I'll be getting bait again once this is out. All these changes this time of year, you don't know what these fish are going to do, or the bait fish. I'm going to go ahead and get this boat a-going here. The bite was good before the front. We'll see what it does now. I just hope I got audio in this video. We're starting out in 45 feet here. We'll try this section of river. And if it don't pan out, there's some 60 and 70 foot water just upriver. We can try it. Got that on there. Throw the old spread and planer board. Clip it on there. The hardest part is getting everything out. Takes just a little bit of time. And then we kick back and wait. Big old chunks of skipjack here. Look like that right there. Yeah, I'm glad the wind is blowing downriver for once. It's usually the opposite. It took a while just to get that DJI microphone working. I'll check it here in a little bit. Make sure it is. I've done 2 videos without it. One video I wasted my whole day messing with it. And so I got to fish about an hour and a half. It says we've still got audio. I am definitely looking into a different camera than this DJI action stuff. I want one that just works. I used to get 11 hours and something recording out of that 500 gigabyte card. Now it's saying I'm only going to get 8 hours and something, and I haven't changed nothing. So board's pulling good and hard. I haven't checked. We could have some flow in the river. They are dropping the lakes for winter pool. This one here is just about bottomed out, but it's got a little more to go. And as long as they're dropping it, they're going to be flowing good. One more to get out. And we'll officially be fishing. I got 2 peanut butter jelly sandwiches and a bologna sandwich, and I'm probably going to dig into the bologna sandwich now because I have not had no breakfast. Oh yeah. Cold and windy. The water temps have really cooled down since last week. I'm gonna slow down a little more. We've got some flow, and the wind is blowing downriver, which is actually probably creating a little more surface flow. So we'll slow it down a little more. About 0.5. Go ahead and break into this bologna sandwich. Oscar Mayer beef bologna. My bologna has a first name. It's Oscar. That's some good fixings right there. Check my audio. I need to get this screen where it don't shut off so I can just see it. I have it where it shuts off because the camera overheats so easy. And that screen being on makes it worse. Well, it's cold, so I don't think it'll overheat. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get this screen where it don't shut off. That way I ain't gotta keep swiping it to see if my microphone's working. It is cold and, oh shoot, I about fell out the boat, man. That wind blew, kind of the trolling motor kind of shifted the boat. Let's see here. Swipe to unlock. I'm swiping it. There we go. 30 seconds, never. That's what we want. It's cold enough, we can just leave it on. Except the front screen turns itself off and on. I don't like that, so I'm still gonna have to swipe it. Dag blast it. Oh, there's a bite. Yeah, I about fell out of the boat there. It's coming around the corner, and that wind pushed, and so the trolling motor corrected for it. You don't want to fall out of the boat with it this cold out. That could cause a bad day. There we go. There we go. He's on. He's on. Yeah. Feels decent. Feels decent. Okay. Feels decent. Come on in here, old blue cat. I know that's what you are. Might have had a bite there on that yellow board. So it seems that is a bite out there on that yellow board. Seems to be pretty active to start off with. Yeah. Yeah, he feels good. There he is. He's decent. Got some mud on him. He's decent. Decent first fish. He's fired up. Yeah, he got mud all over him. Come on. All right, y'all. It didn't take long to get him. I'm gonna mark where I'm first getting fish. Let's see here. There's a way to do a market. Yeah. Old owner SSW. Been using these about a month or so, and man, they really stick them. Can be tough to get back out. Much smaller hook than what I'm used to using. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Don't get all twisted up. Start shaking around. Yeah. I need a rag for my hands here. Oh. Woo! Keep them hands dry. First fish in the boat. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, we're hooked up. We're hooked up. He's pulling hard. I think, did he stay on? He may have come off, y'all. I let him sit there too long. He was pulling hard. He had it bent over, man. Missed him fumbling with the other rod. Well, ain't that two that we've missed? It's had the rod down. That fish, he had it down by the stomach. And he was a good fish. You can tell how he's pulling. He just was lip holding it. And he just pulled the bottom off it. He never had the bait in his mouth. We've actually had a shot at 3 fish, just only got one in the boat. For whatever reason. And my front screen's staying on now. And I still have audio, which is amazing because the last 2 videos I haven't. I could actually suspend fish while I do this. Maybe have one just out the back of the boat. Because I'm not running anything right at the boat. So we may do that here. Well, y'all, I've been invested in the stock market now for about a week. I figured I was 57 years old, and I'm starting to get at the age where I need to start thinking about possibly retiring one day. So yeah, I put a little money in the stock market, couple different accounts. Got a little bit of that Bitcoin, Dogecoin. And so far, it's doing pretty good. But yeah, at 57, I mean, I probably got, maybe another 30 years where I'm really going to feel like getting out here and earning money. So I got into the investing. Got a lot of them steady earning, steady growth, stable stocks, JP Morgan, Exxon Mobil, Walmart's, Costco, stuff like that. Stuff that just keeps rising and rising and rising over the years. Didn't get into too much of the risky stuff other than about $400 worth of Bitcoin. We've had a shot at 3, got one in the boat. And that one was pulling hard. The one that just had it by the stomach. He had that rod bent. These fish should be hungry, man. This is the time of year these water temps start dropping. They know it's time to feed up for winter. This is the time of year you can hook some of those bigger fish. We've easily got a shot at a 30-pounder or bigger today just because of the time of year. I am the only boat on the water out here in this cold, windy weather. Still getting nipped on that red board. Something just to follow in that one. And we're hooked up. He decided to eat it. It's kind of a weird bite where they're just nipping at it. I mean, he really thought about it before he ate that. He nipped on that for about 15 minutes. Just nip at it, nip at it. And finally, he ate it. Fish number 2 here, fairly quick. At kind of an odd hour of the day. Come on in here. Fish number 2. I can make it easier slowing this boat down to about 0.2 until I actually get him in. That way we don't have to pull through so much current. He's at the top of the water just a flipping. Come on up here, old fish. That's old Watts Bar size there. He nipped at that bait and nipped and nipped and nipped. We'll go ahead and let this yellow board out. It'll now be the outside board. Yeah. Yeah, he ate the stomach out of it first. Get on up there. Old fish got mud on it. Come on out of there. There we go. Fish number 2 got mud all over the back side of it. Yeah, I may drop a suspended bait right out the back once I get this set up. I've got bait. So we'll shift this over. Oh shoot, I got hit as soon as I picked that up. He was probably just following it, looking at it, and then when I gave it that little jerk, he decided he'd grab it. I mean, as soon as I picked it up and went to snatch on that board, I felt him snatch. I'm glad we got that cloud cover because that keeps that sun from being right in the camera. Fish number 3. Pretty active to be this close around the noon hour. Nothing any real size yet, but an active bite. Go ahead and lock that on there. He's just big enough, I'll use the net on him. That's a long, thin fish. Yeah. Them owners are just a little hard to get back out. There it goes. Yeah. Oh, long, thin fish. Straighten out, man. He ain't gonna straighten out. He ain't getting that much camera time. He ain't got enough to him. I may have time now to put a suspended bait out. We are dragging just right up the center of the river channel. We're not on no ledges. I haven't gotten a bite on the head yet, so I'm gonna keep throwing chunks. You can see the size of them old skipjack. They're nice ones. Yep, nothing on the head yet. I'm gonna cut this one down. It's active enough. I may want plenty of bait. And until I see that head get bit, I'm not going to have a lot of confidence in the heads. we go. Your hands get awful nasty doing this kind of fishing. And we'll stick it right out the back. Just have to keep an eye on the bottom. This way I've got the right where the boat is covered too. Get the weight out of the mud, and then I'm gonna give it another turn and a half there. Turn and a quarter. There we go. One suspended rod out. As long as this wind is to my back like it is, I can drag slow enough to suspend like this. A lot of times I have to drag fast to try to correct for the wind. But we're going slow enough that this suspended bait will stay right where it needs to. Yeah, gotta start putting away for my future, y'all. Don't want to be hungry when I'm 93. I've been hungry before in my young day. One time I punched a guy in the eye over a can of tuna fish. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, about the time I said it, he dove into that. There we go. He nailed that bait, boy. He actually pulled the boat backwards. I seen my line go slack there. I seen all my lines go slack, so yeah, he pulled the boat backwards. Trolling motor should correct here in a second. This is on a chunk too. Oh shoot, oh shoot. We just got nailed there. We just got nailed. Is my boat going? Yeah, let me speed it up, man. We're doubled up here, if he's still on. But between two fish, pulling hard, it pulled the boat back. And this one here, I know is decent. I don't know what this one is yet. I'm trying to keep tension on it to make sure he's hooked. And we'll try to get this one in. Doubled up. Yeah, I've got the boat speeded up. Yeah, he's hooked. We're doubled up. There we go. Just ornery old fish. Come on in here. I'm keeping the boat speeded up so I can keep tension on that fish. That's probably the heaviest one of the trip. Still no bites on the head. Another chunk fish. We'll get him on the net, and I'll get the other one to the boat. He's got mud down his side. Okay, we're gonna slow the boat back down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna spot lock, and we'll go ahead and get this one in. See what we got here. He comes in, this will be number 5. Oh, he popped off. Look at that, man. He popped off. We're having some bad luck. Had several fish come off today. They must just be... The hook's still there. He pulled that bait. Okay, we're down to 4 fish. Nothing on the heads. Yeah, these fish all have mud on their side. Come on now. Straighten out where they can see your muddy side. Just gonna keep that tail curled towards me. But yeah, I guess you can see the mud on his side. I don't know why they turn the tail towards you like that. If I flip him around, he'll turn it the other way. Well, all right, y'all. No fish on a head. I've got 2 heads out. One there, one on the suspended bait. We'll definitely throw chunks on these 2. Get her to going again. Water temp's 59. Now that sun is coming out. And I keep forgetting about that rod. Preoccupied with everything. Yeah, these fish are in patches. You go through an area, you'll get several shots, then you go through a dead spell. So they are bunched up when you come across them. Nice and quiet right now. Going through a dead spot again. Come on, fishy. Oh, shoot. There we go. There we go. That rod just kind of slowly slumped over. See if he stays on. He's pulling pretty good. We'll slow the boat down now. See if we can get number 5 in here. There we go. Come on, stay at that other line there, fishy. Look at this. This board over here is going right in line with the way this fish is coming in, and I guess that's because I slowed the boat down and the wind is kind of going crooked here. See if I can get him around that. Yeah, okay, the trolling motor is correcting now. We might get him around it. He's pulling decent so far. I believe he's got it, y'all. See that board? He might have it. Hopefully he don't. This one's coming in a little tougher than the other ones. He's getting closer though. On a chunk. Have not landed a fish on the head. He's getting closer. Come on around here. There, that's the biggest of the day. He's not bad. Yeah, that's a decent one there. That's a decent one. Maybe that sun will stay behind the cloud. Come on, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the first heavier one. Come on. Ouch! He's gonna make it hard on me and chew me all up. He's got some teeth on him. Razor sharp teeth.
And this one, the teeth are sharp. Now he somehow wrapped this hook around this net, which is keeping tension on the hook. I've never had this happen right here, but it's happened today. Somehow that net is around that hook. God, I can't get it loose. Let me see if I can pop the hook out. Then I can get it loose. This fish is just being difficult. Yeah, it's hard to get it out because of the tension on it from that net. He is stuck to the net. There we go. Now I can get something on it. When your hands get wet and cold, man, this is not easy to deal with. This thing is going the wrong way for this hook puller to work right. There, now that's fell through there. Come on now. Yeah, that's the first decent one of the day. We ain't gonna spin the boat around. Of course, he's gonna push the tail towards me too, so he can look as small as he can. Woo! That fish was difficult. Get my rag here. Nothing on the head. Oh, that was on the head. And we hooked one on the head. Well, I'll be. He don't feel like a very big one, but he did eat the head. Come on in here. I may pull this yellow board because it hasn't been hit in a while. And we'll just look at it, make sure there's a bait on it. And then redeploy that side of the boat. Come on in here. Come on in here, old Watts Bar size. Yeah. Come on in here, old muddy fish. Another one in the boat. Yeah, you can see this wind is coming up the backside of my boat now. So I'm gonna have to pull the suspended bait here. And it ain't catching nothing no how. We may have to deploy one of those dag-blasted drift stocks. And I was hoping to not do that. I've got my motor turned. Still not making up for it though. Well, y'all, I'm gonna try to wash these Calcuttas and get to where I can wear these things. These are old cheap glasses here. I'll tell you what, they outlasted the process. I've had these a while and they ain't broke. And these aren't even in a case, they're just kept in there with all that crap laying around, and they're fine. The bite started out good. Now we're in seems like a tougher phase. They're pretty cloudy looking, but not quite as bright. They're not as clear as those Costas were. These are old plastic lenses. Scratched all the pieces. I can't tell if that's better or not, y'all. It's got some weird glare on them where the finish is rubbed off the lens. Yeah, the coating is scratched off these lenses in places, and you can really see that. Oh. Yeah, these old Calcuttas, man, once that finish got scratched on them, they ain't worth a dang. I'll get a headache trying to look through them. It's a pretty bad bite right now, because usually if I'm eating a sandwich, I get hit. If the fish ain't gonna bite, I need to go home and check my stocks. My microphone's actually working, so go ahead and bite. I was on some good fish when my microphone wasn't working. Oh, that sun's bright. You know, all those spotty clouds, you think it would go behind one of them. I mean, there's literally millions of these small clouds, but yet that sun has not went behind one of them.
Oh, now we got hooked up on the salty bait. Finally. Yeah.
Well, we went to a dead spot there.
Now we're hooked up. Sun's right in my eyes. Come on in here.
Fish don't like to cooperate out here. Hey, no audio. No audio. Hey. You just can't get the audio working around here. Dag blasted DJI garbage. But I guess not. Because now it's the same one that I just took out, it's working. I need a real camera. I need to get off this DJI crap. Nothing but problems. 3 videos in a row, nothing but problems. Yeah, now it's working. Stupid thing. I guess before I invest any more in the stock market, I better invest some in another camera, even though I own 2 of these DJIs and 2 of these mic kits, but just can't get them to work out here in the field. Yeah, it's working. Same one that quit working. It's working. Yeah, last time I was there, they was way up by the gates. There's a fish right there. There's a fish right there. Yeah. Maybe this one will stay on. Feels decent, feels decent. Staying way out there. Let me slow this boat down. Feels decent. Yeah. Come on in here, fish. So I am getting them on salty bait. Yeah. All right, man. All right, later. Well, we did get hooked up on salty skipjack, fat fish. So we've got a couple on the salty bait. If I still got audio, it says I do. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Come on in here. Come on in here. Oh. Yeah. Well, we did get them to eat some salty bait. Went through a dead spell there where we couldn't get nothing. Now we're getting them again, so. Ouch! Gosh dang, these fish are mean today. Straighten out. Yeah. Old fat little fish. All right, y'all, I need to get some bait, and I need to figure out, I'm gonna have to get different cameras. This is 3 trips in a row where I've had nothing but problems with the microphone. It took an hour to get the microphone working today. I turned around and looked just a little while ago, it's not working. I think it's out of battery. It's not, because now it's working again, so yeah. I need a real quality camera, because this will be 3 videos. Two of these videos I'm gonna put on the Catfish Cool channel because just too much aggravation. But yeah, it is what it is. Catching some fish out here. They were biting weird. I had a lot come off, which is abnormal. Usually once they're hooked, they're hooked. I lost like 4 fish, so it's been different out here today. Biting the stomachs out of the baits, whole 9 yards. Caught a number of fish. One that just wasn't too bad at all, but we're hooked right there, I believe. This is a video. There was some fish in the video. That makes the fishing video. And my camera, the mic is gone again. This mic just shut off again. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out. Dang junk. Yeah, it's just completely cut off again. Garbage!